everybody, to another episode of Fandom Fights. I'm your host today, Tim Mercala. I'm joined today by no one because Nick is working. Very important man. Has stuff to do. Coho, I don't fucking know where he is. He's probably talking about the Oscars somewhere. And that's about it. That's all who helps most of the time. So I'm alone, but it's going to be a really fun match because we have a debut match for you today. We have Dylan, who's coming in to singles. We've seen him in teams. We've seen him over in Warzone. He's coming in to debut in singles today. And on the other side of things, we have Buzz, who has a fantastic name. I just want to say right off the bat, we saw his name when he signed up, and we said we have to get him in there because his name is Buzz, and that's fucking awesome. But also, we haven't seen Buzz before. Hasn't played teams, hasn't played singles. This is his debut match, and so we don't really know. And as we've said here many, many times, he's an unknown quantity. We don't know what he knows. And that's scary. That's very dangerous to any opponent when you don't know what you're getting into. So it's going to be interesting to see what these guys can bring to the table. Let's go talk to them right now in the promos.
Hello, I'm Buzz. I'm from North Carolina, representing Hurricanes hockey as always, but my other passion is movies, all kinds of movies. So I am ready, brand new to this fandom. These Facebook movie trivia games. So I'm ready to see what I can do. I love to compete, so I'm ready for a challenge.
All right, Dylan, your fandom debut, at least in singles, like Tim said, you already had that teams match, which was great. I mean, it wasn't the outcome we wanted, but it was obviously a tough opponent, and you guys put up a really high number. So I think you've already shown what you can do in fandom. You've definitely shown what you can do in Warzone this year. How are you feeling about making your singles debut here today?
I feel good. I'm excited. I don't know much about Buzz or I've seen him play a couple times in like general movie trivia, but I don't know where his like fandom geek knowledge is. So I'm a little nervous about that, but it should be a fun match.
Yeah, he's my fellow North Carolinian, so I wish him the best in that regard. But as terms of the match, I hope that you can take this, Dylan, and I believe that you will.
Cool. Let's do it.
A lot of polite people here today. You'll love to see it. Also, Scarvy Dent, when is the tree coming down? When is it going to come down? I need to know. I mean, like, it's been months, dude. Okay, let's get into the match. This is how it's going to work. Round number 1. There are going to be 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of fandom fights. If you get all 10 questions correct, you will be issued a bonus question to you. Only to you. You get 3 repeats and 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Gentlemen, any questions as we get into round number 1?
Nope. Let's do it.
All right, your first question is going to come from the category of Disney animation. What profession does Judy Hopps want to be when she grows up at the beginning of Zootopia? I am having a terrible hair day. There's just like so much going on. I don't know. I every time I think I can control it, I can't. Just like my diet. Can't control it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Dylan.
A police officer?
And Buzz.
Police officer. And I need to grab the other pen.
Okay, I will give that to you because I saw it. Yes, if you want to grab another pen, go right ahead. Police officer is correct. So both competitors will get that point as we move on to your next question in Planet of the Apes. Who causes Aldo's death in Battle for the Planet of the Apes? This movie is, as the French would say, le shit. Not good. That's the translation. Not a good film. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Buzz, we will start with you.
I did not have it.
Okay, and Dylan.
I believe it's Caesar.
It is Caesar. So Dylan will gain the lead 2-1 as we get into your next question in James Bond. Which James Bond film ends at a concert hall in Vienna? Big fan of concerts. Halls, on the other hand. Not sure. Got beat up in a lot of halls in high school. Not really, actually. Yeah, I was shoved in a locker once, but nothing too crazy. Nothing like what Coho went through with the blue hair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Dylan, let's start with you.
I just said Casino Royale.
And Buzz.
Said Goldman.
Both incorrect. We were looking for The Living Daylights. So your next question is in fandom quotes. Which YA actor said the quote, "I'm the world's most dangerous predator"? There are no perfect rounds today. Scott, I see what you're saying backstage. I did not sing the song because it was the answer. If you would like me to sing it on the next question, I would be more than happy to because it's a fantastic song. 5, 4.
I'll use a repeat.
All right, Dylan using his first repeat. Which YA actor said the quote, "I'm the world's most dangerous predator"? The living daylights. Oh, it's so good. That's a bop. Honestly, might be number one Bond song. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I fucking love it. It's so good. For Your Eyes Only is also up there. I guess Skyfall's pretty good. I hate the new one. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I do not like No Time to Die song. Not a fan. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Buzz.
Complete guess.
And Dylan.
Said Taylor Lautner.
Close, but no cigar. We were looking for the other one. Robert Pattinson.
Damn.
Robert Pattinson is the name of the actor. Your next question is going to be an Alien versus Predator. What is the name of the alien species that attacks the ship in the original Alien? I really want Robert Pattinson in his Batman voice to be like, "I'm the world's most dangerous predator. I'm Batman. I'm Robert Pattinson." 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Dylan.
Xenomorph.
And Buzz.
Didn't have it.
Xenomorph is correct. So we'll move on to the next question in the category of Pixar. What type of mythical creature do the Lightfoots have as a house pet in Onward? This movie is delightful. Big fan. Not as big of a fan as Nicholas J. Tuig. I believe this is in his top 5 Pixar, which kind of blows my mind, but also, hey, you like what you like. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Buzz.
Tiger.
And Dylan.
I'm not crazy about this movie. I said a unicorn.
Dragon. We were looking for a dragon. So we'll move on to your next question, which is in the category of the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Your question. What is the name of the magical village that Shang-Chi's mother is from in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings? Saw this movie in the theater a few times. There were rings. I believe there were 10 of them. It's been a minute, but I believe the title of the film did hold up in the film. There was a Shang-Chi as well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with Dylan.
I couldn't even venture a guess.
Okay, and Buzz.
Me neither.
The answer is Ta-Lo. Ta-Lo.
Hmm.
All right, guys. Your next question is in the category of horror icons, the spooky ones. Your question. Which Nightmare on Elm Street film features a boy with amnesia who can't remember his own name? I love these movies, even though most of them are pretty fucking bad. I'm a fan. I don't want to say, obviously, any specific ones, for I do not want to give anything away, but I like most of these movies, even though they're not good. 5, 4.
Repeat.
All right, that's going to be Buzz's first repeat. Your question again. Which Nightmare on Elm Street film features a boy with amnesia who can't remember his own name? Do you ever drink so much Dr. Pepper from Burger King that you start to burp in the middle of asking a question? That's what we do at Fandom Fights. Fandom Fights. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Buzz.
Number 3.
And Dylan.
Is it The Dream Child?
Both incorrect. We were looking for the final nightmare. Freddy's dead. Freddy's dead. So we get to your penultimate question, which is in the category of DreamWorks animation. The question: what is the name of Hiccup's Night Fury dragon in the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy? These movies slap. Baby Driver is great. Look at me. I'm Cameron Holtzman. But actually, I do love all 3 of these movies. I think they're all pretty fucking good. Weirdly enough, I've seen the first one probably the least, which is strange, but I didn't see it in the theater. I saw it later. So second one is the best. Don't at me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Dylan.
Toothless.
And Buzz.
I didn't have it.
Toothless is correct. So Dylan adds to his lead. It is 4-1 as we get into the final question of the round, which is in the category of Middle Earth. Why does Bane leave his family to go find Bard during Smaug's attack during the beginning of the Battle of the 5 Armies? Those of you that know me know that Middle Earth is my favorite fandom category, but this movie is pretty meh. But I like being in the world, so I watch it a lot. Although I haven't watched The Hobbit this year yet. Weirdly. I've seen The Lord of the Rings twice this year already, but I haven't watched The Hobbit yet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Buzz.
I couldn't come up with it.
Okay, Dylan?
This isn't going well.
Incorrect. We were looking for he brings him the arrow, the black arrow to be specific. So at the end of round number 1, we have no perfect rounds, but we have Dylan in the lead, 4-1. Both players have 2 repeats remaining, and both challenges are still intact. So we are going to get into the wheel round. Here's how this is going to work. I'm going to bring up the wheel from wheel to side. Each player is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. Or they can choose to spin again, but they must keep whatever they spin the second time. Each question is going to be worth 2 points apiece. Unless you check the multiple choice, then it will be worth only 1 point. Stealing is available in round number 2. So if you get the question wrong, your opponent does have a chance to steal those points. So be careful. It gets spooky. Like I said before, both of you guys have 2 repeats remaining and your challenge. Any questions about how round number 2 is going to work?
Nope.
All right. So, Dylan, I'll bring in your manager. And your categories on the wheel today are Alien vs. Predator, Pixar, Horror Icons, DreamWorks, Mission Impossible, Wizarding World, MCU, and Fandom Quotes. So, Dylan, would you like to spin first or defer to Buzz?
Defer, right, Scott?
Yeah. First of all, you're winning. That's the only thing that's important from that first round. And yes, we will defer.
Okay.
Okay.
So this will be the spin for Buzz. Buzz, your spin is in. And it lands on quotes, Fandom Quotes. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I'll keep it.
Okay. So I will give you your questions in the category of quotes, Buzz. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, your first question. Which Disney animated film features the quote, "I'd like to thank you all for coming to my wedding, but first, I'd better go in there and propose to the girl"?
We'll do multiple choice.
Okay. Your options are A, The Little Mermaid, B, Beauty and the Beast, C, Mulan, or D, Pocahontas.
I will say
5, 4, 3, 2.
Pocahontas.
That is incorrect. Dylan, chance for a 1-point steal. Your options again are A, The Little Mermaid, B, Beauty and the Beast, C, Mulan, or D, Pocahontas.
I will say Beauty and the Beast.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, Buzz, your second question. Which Middle-earth actor said the quote, "Never thought I'd die fighting side by side with an elf"?
The actor. Um,
5, 4, 3.
We'll check to multiple.
All right, your options are A, Viggo Mortensen, B, Richard Armitage, C, Martin Freeman, or D, John Rhys Davies.
Say Martin Freeman.
That is incorrect. Dylan, chance for a 1-point steal. Your options are A, Viggo Mortensen, B, Richard Armitage, C, Martin Freeman, or D, John Rhys Davies.
John Rhys Davies.
That is correct for a 1-point steal. All right, Dylan, your next question. Or not Dylan, Buzz, your next question. Which Marvel villain said the quote, "All these souls, lost and alone, I can save them. I can cure them. There's no reason to stop me"?
I'm going to say
3, 2.
Ultron.
That is incorrect. Dylan, chance for a 2-point steal.
Carnage.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for the Lizard. All right. Buzz, your fourth question. Which Star Trek actor said the quote, "I don't need to be lectured by you. I was out saving the galaxy when your grandfather was in diapers. Besides which, I think the galaxy owes me one"?
We'll go multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, William Shatner, B, Bruce Greenwood, C, James Cromwell, or D, Patrick Stewart.
I get a repeat.
Of the question and the options?
Yes.
Okay, your question again. Which Star Trek actor said the quote, "I don't need to be lectured by you. I was out saving the galaxy when your grandfather was in diapers. Besides which, I think the galaxy owes me one"? And your options are A, William Shatner, B, Bruce Greenwood, C, James Cromwell, or D, Patrick Stewart.
Say Bruce Greenwood.
That is incorrect. Dylan, chance for a 1-point steal. Your options again are A, William Shatner, B, Bruce Greenwood, C, James Cromwell, or D, Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart?
That is also incorrect. We were looking for William Shatner. All right. Buzz, your final question in Fandom Quotes. Which DC film features the quote, "For my whole life, I didn't know if I even really existed, but I do, and people are starting to notice"?
Multiple.
All right, your options are A, Catwoman, B, Joker, C. Jonah Hex, or D. Batman Begins?
And can I get my last repeat?
Yeah, your last repeat. Which DC film features the quote, "For my whole life, I didn't know if I even really existed, but I do, and people are starting to notice"? Your options are A. Catwoman, B. Joker, C. Jonah Hex, or D. Batman Begins.
I'll say Joker.
That is correct for 1 point. The great film Joker. By the way, I don't want to hear anything about it as we bring in Scott Harvey.
I was typing something in the chat.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. So we'll bring back up the wheel. Dylan with the steals is up 6-2. And this is going to be your spin, Dylan. It lands on Mission Impossible. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I kind of think we spin again. It's his strength. You honestly don't need a ton of points, so I think we can risk it if you want to, unless you want to keep it.
That's what I was thinking. I think
okay.
The category that I didn't want is gone, so I think we can spin again. Yeah.
Cool. Let's spin again.
All right, this is what you are stuck with, Dylan. And it lands on opponent's choice. So, Buzz, you get to pick what to give to Dylan. Your options are Alien vs. Predator, Pixar, Horror Icons, DreamWorks, Mission Impossible, Wizarding World, or MCU.
I think I will go Mission Impossible.
Okay. So, Dylan, I will give you your questions in Mission Impossible. Are you ready?
Sure.
Your first question. Which Mission Impossible film features someone faking their death by pretending to be shot and then fall off a bridge?
It's Mission Impossible 1.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, your next question. What title does the person in charge of the IMF hold?
I'll check down to multiple.
All right, your options are A, director, B, praetor, C, minister, or D, secretary.
Director.
That is incorrect. Buzz, chance for a 1 point steal. Your options again are A, director, B, praetor, C, minister, or D, secretary.
Secretary.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, Dylan, your next question. How many Mission Impossible films feature Michelle Monaghan? Five, four.
Reduce the steal. I'll go to multiple.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, 2, B, 3, C, 4, D, 5.
3.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, Dylan, your fourth question. How does the main villain, Kurt Hendricks, die in Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, falls off a ledge, B, shot, C, stabbed, or D, hung.
Falls off a ledge.
That is correct for 1 point. And your final question, Dylan. In Mission Impossible Fallout, Ethan lies to Julia's new husband by telling him he knows Julia from working with her where?
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, Department of Transportation, B, hospital, C, airport, or D, high school?
Hospital.
That is correct for 1 point. So, the end of round number 2, we have Dylan in the lead, 11 to Buzz's 3. So, Buzz has used all 3 repeats, but his challenge remains intact. And Dylan, you have 2 repeats remaining and your challenge intact. As we get into the fandom round, Jesus, the betting round. Here's how this is going to work. I'm going to say a category. The players are then going to have to decide whether they want to bet 0, 1, or 2 on the question. If they get that question right, they will gain the points they bet. If they get the question wrong, they will lose the points they bet. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have run out of questions. Gentlemen, do you have any questions as we get into the round?
Nope.
Okay, then the first category that you can bet points on is going to be scores and soundtracks. All right, let's get bets, starting with Dylan.
0.
And Buzz.
0.
All right, stats only question. So your question is, who composed the scores for The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and The Hunchback of Notre Dame? Actually, it doesn't matter. I was going to say I should clarify the animated Beauty and the Beast, but I believe it's the same for the live action. So, what are you doing? My dog's being an asshole. Not actually. He's being cute, but 5. 4. Most of the time, he's an asshole. 2. 1. Pens down. Dylan.
Alan Menken.
And Buzz.
Damn.
Alan Menken is correct, but no points bet, so no gain, no loss for either player. As we get into the second question that you can bet points on, it's going to be in DreamWorks animation. All right, let's get bets starting with Buzz.
Who's going to get 1 this round?
And Dylan.
0.
Okay, here's the question. What is the subtitle to the theatrically released Sinbad DreamWorks film? Really? Something the dog is just he's talking, being a crazy person. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Dylan, who bet 0.
The Lost Treasure. I don't know.
And Buzz.
I didn't have it.
And your winner, Dylan Vanthuyne. That is correct, or that is not correct. Neither of you were correct at all. The answer was The Legend of the Seven Seas. But mathematically, Buzz losing the point there. It did go to Dylan. Final score of 11-2. Really good game. This was a fun game to be a part of. It always sucks opponent's choice, but Dylan was able to get through opponent's choice, and Buzz was able to capitalize on the opponent's choice and send Dylan to the third round when it looked like he might not get there. So some good strategy coming into play there, but let's talk to Buzz first. Buzz, probably not the way you wanted the match to go today, but like I said, you picked a really good opponent's choice to give to Dylan. You were able to get it into the third round. It just seemed like those questions in round 3 weren't for you, and it happens to everybody. How are you feeling about your first performance?
Yeah, so the first round is always going to be a toss-up. You have no idea what to really prepare for. I did know all of those. I probably would have gotten a clean sweep without multiple choice on those Mission Impossible questions, but he did not. He knocked them out. So good on him. I think Fandom quotes, I thought maybe we'll see, because there was a few other things that I knew that I would have been absolute destroyed in if I'd come across them. So I took the lesser of evils.
Yep.
And, next time.
Oh yeah, I've been there too, where I'm like, I'm gonna stick with this because I'm afraid of other things, and then my competitor goes and they spin my strength, and I hate everything. It literally, I played in a match last night. It literally happened to me, so I totally get it. But we were happy to have you. Valiant effort. We will see you in the next one, Buzz. Thank you for being here as we bring in the winner today, Dylan, and his manager Scott. Gentlemen, good job today. You had, it looked like a round one that you weren't pleased with, but as your manager said, you were winning coming out of round one. You did what you needed to do in round 2 and 3 to secure the win. How are we feeling?
Listen, it is March. It is March, and in March, the name of the game is survive and advance. If you're a basketball fan like I am, that's what Dylan did today. He survived and he advanced, and he's 1-0. So that's the most important thing. I think you just didn't get the categories you wanted today, probably. But you still did plenty to win. So good job.
Thank you.
Dylan, who do you want next? Who are you going to take out next?
Thomas
Scully? You want Scully? Who do you want?
Yeah, bring me Scully. That'll be just an absolute barn burner. Fuck. Yeah, I got some things to work on. I think that's safe to say. But yeah, happy to get the win, I guess. So it's cool.
And we were happy to have you. It was a magical time. Great job, guys. So that's going to do it for us today at Fandom Fights. Thank you to Buzz. Thank you to Dylan and Scott for being here. Look forward to more matches. Lots of stuff going on here and over in Warzone and all the other shows, the YLSs, the Logdits, all the things. So come and hang out. Come watch the stuff. We're having a lot of fun. Thank you for watching this one. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.